Now I've spent hours going through fine-tuning the weld. I've been removing the highs and lows. Some small defects left, but that will be easily picked up with filler. Gives the filler something to bite to on the panel. They're very shallow. I might still, there's a couple there that are a little bit larger that I'll tap a bit more and take out. So I've got from there to there. I've still got to go up to about there on that particular weld. That's the last weld I did. It's coming up slowly. Haven't done this, of course. I've got to continue along, and I'll finish doing this larger weld. But I wanted to get this one done first. So there's the first patch panel, the second one, and this is the third one in here. As I say, it's coming along quite nicely. When I've finished taking all of those larger highs and lows out, I'll be fitting the inner support underneath that, the bracing piece, and then looking at doing a final shape. Now, just looking at it, it will still need a bit of shrinking up in here, but I'm using a shrinking disc to do that rather than heat. So I want to get the support behind it before I do that, but not ready to do that yet. I've still got to do more along here. You can see all the dark sections. They're low sections, they've all got to come up. So I've still got quite a bit to do. As I say, it takes hours to do it. Takes even longer if you want to get everything out. My intention is not to get everything out, is to basically get the panel almost flat, even though it's a curved panel, but get all those low sections out. As I say, there's still a couple there I might go back and do, but I do need something for the filler to bite into anyway, so they're very, very shallow, so I don't think that's really much of a problem. Anyway, I'll keep tapping away. It's a bit like watching the grass grow, but it will eventually be done. I was hoping to be a little bit further advanced this month than I am, and the reason for that is I'm still working on the bushfire preparation and landscape maintenance. I'll post a video on that just to show some of the things I've been working on, and I still haven't finished. But anyway, what I've been working on in my spare time is to get the panel back into the right shape. Now, I made these profiles before I cut these sections out and before I started welding, and I've now transferred the profiles to metal profiles, and most of the profiles are the same across the panel, from the centre to what says there, E, is the same shape, but then from there to here is a different shape. Now, I've got the using those profiles to actually find the high bits. Now, when I've planished these welds, I've obviously been a little bit too enthusiastic and stretched the metal, and what it's done is curve this down. Now the curving is a lot easier because I've taken the support structure out from behind it. That probably would have held it a lot more. So I've actually temporarily put the support structure back in behind, but it's not providing a lot of support, but I've been going through with a shrinking disc, and for those who haven't seen one, these are shrinking discs. The black on the panel, where I discover high spots, I use a black texture, and the purpose of that is to provide lubrication for the disc, and it also shows obviously where you want to heat the panel up with that disc and then shrink it with a wet rag. Now it has brought the high spots down, and in doing that it's brought the panel back up. I've still got a few millimetres to go on this section here. It's very close. I've still got a few little high spots which I'll take off, and it's a little bit lower here, but I haven't really worked a lot on that section. That's the section that basically from here to here to here, where I've cut the, oh no, it's right around there, sorry, from there to there, where I've cut the support frame out from behind. So that's tending to drop more. So I'm just working on getting that lifted up, and then I can lift the panel up just by hand. So I'm just going to make sure that when I get this support structure back into the right position, it will hold it up enough. If not, I've still got a little bit of work. I can feel a little bit of a few highs in here where I've stretched it, so it's bulged up and pushed that down. So I've still got a few bits I can bring up. Anyway, more work to do on that. As I said before, I want to make sure I've got all this section of weld straightened out before I start the that piece on the end. As I say, it's not going too bad. Without these profiles it would have been a lot worse, because sometimes it looks like it's right, you put the profile on and it's actually curving down too much. Now what I do is I check it with the profile. What's that F? Check with that. I can see it's down, and I can measure that. In fact, I've been measuring the gap at the end, and as I shrink it's gradually coming up. But what I can also do is to put the profile gauge on like that, and then I can compare it with the profile and get it in the right position, and I can see where the differences are. So a lot more work to do yet, but as I say, I'm otherwise occupied and really can't spend a lot of time in here at the moment, but I'll get back to it, and it will move along nicely.